Bro, why don't you work at McDonald's? You'll get lots of work experience. You aren't working? You aren't you aren't working? Bro, you can make like $10 an hour. That's like $80. $80 a day if you work full time. As a kid, I always remember people telling me to use my time wisely. If you're Asian, then you probably know the struggle. Wake up, school, sport, tuition, dinner, get nagged at by your parents, homework, sleep, repeat. Every second was supposed to be important because I was told that everything you do compounds. You don't get a second chance at being a kid. But now, after all the major exams, around 80% of my schoolmates have started working those low-end jobs, valuing themselves at just $10 an hour. They went from, oh, if I study really hard in the next 6 months, then I get a good grade, I get to a good university, I get a good degree, I can become a doctor, that my grade determines the rest of my life. Everything compounds. They went from that to just, oh, what toy would you like with your Happy Meal? And of course, I'm privileged. This is the epitome of a first world problem, but I would absolutely hate myself if I was put in that position. And you might be in this position right now. The only reason that people make $10 an hour is because it is safe and risk-free. It is a guaranteed $10 an hour. It's comfortable. But there is little to no return on investment. The $10 is really all there is. You can tell that they're not happy there, but they're doing it because their parents said, oh, do it for the experience. Like, bitch, this is a third of my day. What experience? This isn't skydiving. They do it because society told them that they aren't worth more than $10 an hour. It might seem crazy, but society doesn't give a fuck about you. School could start 2 hours later, and it is proven that students will do better and have better mental health if they do that. But they won't. Social media companies could literally change everybody's mental health just by a click of a button and making their apps less addictive. But they won't. And McDonald's can definitely afford to pay you more than $10 an hour. But they won't. This is really basic shit, but if you're an employee, you're only employed because it makes the company a profit. It will never profit you. You will never be paid what you're actually worth. No matter what, you are being underpaid. And if you say to yourself that, yep, I am worth this much, even though you know that you're being underpaid, yes. And if you just accept that, yep, I am worth this much, even though you know you're being underpaid, then that tells me everything I need to know about your own self-worth. I'll say that again. If you value yourself at $10 an hour, I can tell you're not a high-value person, and that might offend you, and that's good. The industries do not care about you. You're replaceable. Society and your broke parents just accept it, and that's why nobody values themselves. If a third of your day can be bought with $80, then you aren't free. You're a legal slave. Or in other words,
you're broke! You're fucking poor!
For a $10 an hour person to make $100 an hour, he must first start valuing himself at $100 an hour, even before he makes his first cent. Like, I've spent the last 2-3 weeks just writing and recording videos, and I know that I won't see any YouTube money for months. If I was like normal people like the other kids, then I would probably have made a couple $100 working full time. But I have some fucking balls to say that I will end up making money from this, just not right now. In my mind, it's not really a matter of if, but a matter of when. The entrepreneur late at night in his office knows that he won't see any money for months. The fat guy in the gym knows that he won't see any change for weeks. The 16-year-old in his room screaming into a microphone knows that he won't make any YouTube money today. But if they're truly consistent, then it's not really a matter of if, but a matter of when. Like, what are the chances that this video goes viral? Let's say there's a 0.1% chance. So if I posted 2 videos, there will be a 0.2% chance. If I posted 1,000 videos, there is nearly a guarantee that one of them will perform well. That's the difference. The normal person wants the guaranteed $10 an hour, but I want the risky $100 an hour. And of course, there's always gonna be an aspect of luck. Say this with me. Luck favors the persistent. Like, think about it like this, right? Let's say there is a 0.1% chance that I bowl and I get a strike. Because I suck. Because I'm Asian. I'm supposed to play ping pong or something. But if you gave me 1,000 attempts to score a strike, it doesn't matter how squinty my eyes are, I'm gonna score a strike at least once. The kids working at McDonald's in a year will have either quit and I'm sure have had the best experience of their lifetime, or, they're still there making $10 an hour. They have to struggle a little bit but for a long amount of time. On the other hand, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, the $100 guy will start making $100 an hour. He has to struggle a lot, but only just initially, because after that, he gets the success. The probability works out. That's when the normal people will call him lucky. He's experiencing the success because that is his return on investment, but he only got there by first investing his time. He's making $100 an hour, but he only got there by first valuing himself at $100 an hour. Bars. The time is gonna pass anyway, so just why not invest it into the things that actually matter? You save time in order to get rich. You do not get rich in order to save time. Most people have the idea backwards, where they wait till they're rich in order to hire people to do things for them. If you do this, you will never get rich in the first place. You must first free up your time so that you can get rich. You and I have one thing that the adults and CEOs don't. Assuming you're around my age, that's time. Every successful person in the world wishes that he was in my position because I have more time than he does. They would kill to be in your position, and here you are wasting time watching me, watching you, watching me. Work experience! So you have to value your own time. Nobody else will. Clearly not the companies, not the teachers, maybe not even your friends or family. You aren't Andrew Tate, you know, you don't have the sports cars and the jets and the maids, but what you can do to save time is to simply stop wasting time. Whenever I'm about to do something like unproductive, like for example YouTube, which is like the most unproductive thing I do, I think, okay, I wouldn't pay $100 to watch YouTube for an hour, so I don't do that. Whenever I'm gonna spend like an hour watching TikTok, I remember that, oh wait, yeah, I don't have TikTok because I'm not a pedophile.
Gutterball, you fucking suck.
The title of this video is clickbait. I don't hate you if you make less than $100 an hour. Instead, I hate you if you value yourself at less than $100 an hour. It's a sad fucking life, and I don't want to live that. You really want to be the guy that's like standing in Uniqlo laughing at the customers' bad jokes just because you're employed to make them feel welcomed? Like, that's you? Really? And if you don't want to live that kind of life, then you have to take the risk. Get it? That's why the poker chips, the risk, symbolism. I'm so fucking philosopher. I'm something of a philosopher myself. The more time you waste, the less valuable your time is. An hour of your time when you're 16 is infinitely more valuable than an hour of your time when you're 60. The thing is, you can still get a shitty job when you're 16 or at 60. It's not going anywhere. But you can't start a business at 60. I mean, you can, but like, you would wish that you started it earlier. Okay. You know that the business would have been way better if you started it at 16 instead of 60. At 60, a lot of us are gonna wish that we invested our time into the right things. We'll wish that we got ahead in the things that we wanted to. Tomorrow is always less valuable than today. So the best time to start investing into yourself is right now. Oh, fuck. I would make a 9/11 joke, but I think I'm gonna get cancelled if I do that. So after watching this video, what are you gonna do for the next hour? Like, would you pay $100 to do that? Because that's exactly what you're giving up. Value your time, fuck McDonald's, and take action. I just really wanted to do that. Bro, it's fucking everywhere. This is annoying. Now I gotta clean this shit up. One step closer to $100 an hour though. How much do you make, Rich? How much do you make while watching this video? Exactly, you gotta fucking work, bro. I'm just kidding, bro. Give me a kiss. Mwah.